record on local. Hello, hello. Okay, so welcome to our September team call, which is our very first Delta Fire Roundtable, which currently only has 3 people on it, and that's okay. We're going to wing this and see how it goes. So my whole kind of goal with this, or my thoughts with doing this as a roundtable versus a traditional team call where we have speakers and topics and all this kind of stuff, was that we have so many really awesome team calls to pull from and to listen to and to watch. We've got Diesel Nation does a team call every darn week, and the really good ones, I always put the recordings in our Delta Fire page to watch. Jamie O'Rear with our Wildfire Empire team, she does team calls, I think once a month, and sometimes she has some really good guest speakers. So we kind of have that to pull from. So I kind of felt like, you know what, why don't we use this roundtable as more of a, team bonding kind of thing, share things that are working, that's okay, all that kind of stuff, instead of, just like sitting through another team call, because I feel like we have a bunch of those where people are talking at us and giving us training and, all that kind of stuff. So that was my thought with this, and I hope you all agree. If you don't, send me a message. But I think this could be fun and useful. And so anyway, I was just going to kind of go over some announcements real quick. And then I wanted to go around and ask a couple of questions just to kind of get people talking and get feedback on different things. And then I'm going to go into a little bit of kind of a power hour type thing, going over finding new friends on Facebook, on Instagram, that kind of stuff, so that there is a little bit of a training type content on here too. But, just to have this, kind of as an open conversation too, for if you have something that's working really well for you, tell us. If you have something that's not working at all, tell us, just kind of things like that. If you have a big win for the week that you want to celebrate, anything. So that's kind of the whole goal of this. So I'm going to kick this off with some announcements real quick, and I got to be able to see my Facebook page real quick here. So a couple things. A week of hard labor kicked off this week, and I honestly have not done any of it, but for those of you that are Sagi fans, for those of you that really like, kind of hardcore weight training, think of the hammer workouts in Masters Hammer and Chisel and Body Beast type workouts, things like that. That is what a week of hard labor is like. And it's a 5 or 7 day program on Beachbody On Demand, kind of the way that Sean Week was, except that it's Sagi with weights. So Suzanne, I think you've started doing that. What do you think about it so far?
I love it. I love it.
Awesome. I know you really like weight training too, so.
Yeah, I don't really care about doing cardio, but I love this, and the 45 minutes goes by really fast. And I am telling you, I'm so sore in places that I didn't know I could be sore.
That's awesome. Good. And is it 5 days or is it 7 days? I can't remember.
It's 5.
It's 5? Okay. And then will be one of those things like Sean Week where you can just go back and keep repeating or whatever, whenever you want?
It's going to be like that, and then there's a nutrition guide and also stuff for weightlifting.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm glad you're doing it. I know Kendra's really liking it as well, so I think she's doing it with you. So that's, something to definitely promote to your people if you have people that really like weight training. My people tend to like cardio like me, so I've not been super into this one. But the other big thing that is coming up soon, which I think is going to be a really big game changer that I just wanted to be sure to mention to you guys, is Clean Week. It is launching in the beginning of October, so we've got a month before it launches, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody really knew and understood what this program is going to be. So it's going to be on Beachbody On Demand. So your people will need to, have an account set up. There will be a way, like if somebody just wants Clean Week, they can enroll just with Clean Week and not enter credit card information, So they won't automatically, it won't be like the 14-day trial where it automatically bills at the end. This is going to be completely separate from any kind of subscription. So I think that's a really good thing, because I think it, the 14-day trial, I think that scares a lot of people off when they have to enter credit card info, and then they get upset if they get billed and then they didn't really want it and all that kind of stuff. So we're not going to have to worry about that with Clean Week, which I think is a really, really good thing. There will be a complete nutrition plan for the week. There will also be the option, to my understanding, the option to have, can't remember if it's 5 or 7 packets of Shakeology. So basically, a sampler pack to go with it that they can order. And I can't remember the price off the top of my head. I should have looked that up before the call, but I didn't. I want to say it's like around 25 or 30 or, somewhere right in there. So they could even jump in with essentially a sampler, get the Clean Week and everything that goes along with it. It's going to have a whole nutrition plan that Beachbody has already done for us. So we don't have to do any work as far as coming up with a meal plan, anything like that. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a challenge group guide, so we don't even have to come up with posts. Like, all that's going to be done. There's also workouts that go along with it, and I think it is 3 or 4 different workouts. Megan Davies is doing it. She's the trainer that's doing it. She's the one that won that show, the 20s, from last summer. She's doing it. She was at Summit. Seemed really great. And the really cool thing about the way the program is going to work as far as the workouts, as she does each move, she's going to call out like which program it's from. So you might be doing like skaters or something. She'll say, this is, such and such move from 21 Day Fix, or this is cross jacks from, Insanity Max 30, or, whatever. So as our people are doing these workouts on a daily basis, or for this week anyway, they're going to hear all these program names, and they're going to be able to kind of see which ones they're liking. Like, kind of realize, well, I liked a lot of moves from this, 21 Day Fix program. So maybe that'll be a great program for me to jump into. So I think that's a really good thing that they're doing. I think Clean Week is going to be amazing as a tool for our new coaches, as far as running clean eating groups, running Clean Week groups, and literally they don't even need to really do anything and come up with any content on their own, because it's already done. So it's going to be super simple, and I think will be a really good tool for us, especially if we can get people that do, the Shakeology packets along with it, and then roll them right into a challenge pack. So that's that. I wanted to go over our group schedule and just kind of hit on a couple of things. Yeah, Holly.
In the National Wake Up Call, they mentioned that it was a 7-day sampler, but there isn't a 7-day sampler on sale anymore. They changed it to just vegan and just the 5 regular flavors. So do you think it's a special deal? Or do you know?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't looked that closely, and I couldn't remember if it was. It's like I looked in that FAQ a few days ago, and I can't remember if it said a 5 or 7 days. So
okay.
I think 7 would be amazing.
Yeah.
Put more flavors in and that sort of thing. So
and that way you get a shake every day of the 7
every day.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hopefully that's what they do.
Right.
I'm not 100% positive though. I can't remember.
Okay.
So that didn't help you a whole lot.
I'm taking my notes.
So gonna just kind of talk about free or groups that I have for September for the team. And I have kind of started opening up my groups to whoever wants to be a part of them again. I do encourage those of you that have teams, of course, to kind of run your own groups too. If you want my content, of course you can be in my groups and grab the content, or I can send you my templates, like things like that. But especially for newer coaches, I think sometimes it's easier to kind of learn how to run a challenge group if you're in somebody in your uplines group, So just throwing it out there, the ones that I have on this Friday, the 8th, it's called a 30-10 challenge, and it's a free challenge. Basically the way it works, there's like 10 moves a day. You do 30 reps of each move, and it runs for 10 days. Pretty plain and simple. It's very basic moves. It's nothing fancy. And then on Monday, which is the 11th, I'm doing a 3-day lean out. My 3-day lean out follows the 21 Day Fix 3-day quick fix exactly. Like, it's exactly the same plan. I just don't call it 21-day fix. Don't call it 3-day quick fix, because in free groups, I don't want to give away any, 21-day fix type nutrition plan information that, people really should be paying for. So that's my thought on that anyway. But that's honestly the exact plan that it follows. I just don't call it that. It's seriously effective. It's tons of food. I can never eat it all. I always drop between 4 and 6 pounds on it. So that's what I'm running starting on Monday, if anybody wants to jump in. So, and then what else do we have? Let's see. Our Diamond Call is scheduled for the 20th. Super Saturday is on the 23rd, and I am planning on doing a virtual Super Saturday. Don't really have that planned out yet, so stay tuned for that. And then on the 25th of September, I've got my next paid challenge group is going to start. It's a 30-day photo fitness challenge. And I don't know if any of y'all saw Brooke Griffin's post on this, but it's one she's running right now. And I was like, yeah, I'm totally stealing your idea. She's like, okay, because I couldn't come up with any. But it's going to be a 30-day challenge, multi-program, Shakeology, of course, challenge pack type thing. And basically the photo part of it is that it's just a photo a day that you're taking. It might be of something that's motivational to you. It might be of tennis shoes. It might be of coffee. It might be of your shake. It might be something totally random. So just something different for fun. So that's all it is. But anyway, let's see. So that's it for group stuff. So I wanted to go around and just ask you guys that are on, what is, say, something that's working for you this month, or something that worked really well for you last month, since it's the beginning of a new month, and kind of, just what's a win for you guys right now? Put you on the spot. Holly?
For me, I have found that I work really well with Jamie Harris and Amy Morris.
Mm-hmm.
We have such similar personalities,
Mm-hmm.
and we tend to agree on almost everything. Even if we bring up something controversial, the other two chime in like, oh my gosh, I was thinking the same thing. So yeah. We are running a group together, and we're all putting our people in the same group.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it all last month. And then last week we went through and we deleted anybody who wasn't interacting. We messaged them first. And if they were like, yeah, take me out, I just don't have time, then we took them out.
Yeah.
And we have a calendar, a Google, a Google Doc that we're all editing at the same time. And we have who's doing Tuesday morning, Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning, Wednesday evening, who's responsible for it, what they're posting, and it's all lined out for the next 3 weeks.
Awesome. What, you're frozen? Or might be on. Okay, there we go. You're not frozen anymore. Sorry, I froze up for a second. No, that's great. I'm glad that's working for you guys. And I think it's really useful when you find, 1 or 2 people like that you just mesh really well together, and you can split up the responsibility of groups,
Right. And the benefit to me is the people that comment, they don't just always see me praising them. There's at least 3 people for sure on every post that praise people.
Yep. I agree.
That way you feel like you're, well, I know Holly will comment.
Yeah, but you're getting it from multiple people. And that's very reassuring to all of your challengers.
I agree.
And I think it takes the pressure off as well. Like if you were just running a group by yourself, and it's kind of like, I got to get a lot of people, like it's stressful, So at least if there's 3 of you and you're all bringing your people to it, it's like, it's not quite as hard as being like, well, it's just me and like 2 other people, and the other 2 people aren't talking.
Right. And you're getting people from different areas, not just everybody that's here in where I live.
Mm-hmm.
So different ideas.
Well, good. I'm glad that's working for you guys. Yeah.
The other win that I have is that the 5 people that I was on Cup with,
mm-hmm.
it seemed to have fallen at a very bad time for all 5 of us, not just me. So what I decided to do as kind of the horrible leader of the pack is we continued our Cup thread, and we had a Facebook group and a thread. We continued them into this month, and we're pretending that this month is Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be posting our no's and our CP sales and our PD and all that.
Awesome.
This month, since it didn't work for us last month.
No, I think that's an awesome idea. And especially, again, if it's a group of you guys that work well together too, and you like the message thread, like, why not keep it going, right?
Right. It's Jamie, Amy, me, Alicia, and Ashley.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, that's really good. I know last month was super crazy for you.
Yeah, continuing.
No, that's great though. And that reminds me that I totally never even wrapped up the Team Cup group on Facebook because I went out of town and I forgot about it.
Well, you did so well, you were probably in your mind like, okay, I need to focus on something else.
Done. Last month rocked. It was really cool.
It rivaled your December of last year.
It was a close second. It probably was my second highest. December of last year was 33. And this one was 26. I think I hit 26 one other time and I hit 24 one other time. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was good.
Goodness. All right, Suzanne.
And what about you?
Sorry, I was on.
Yep, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. What's working for me right now is I have the way I'm running my challenge group, and I have one ongoing challenge group right now, and it's called Get Out.
Yeah?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to mute.
Okay. All of my coaches, well, most of my coaches are in there, and we're really active. But the thing is it's more of a place where every single person who's ever purchased anything from me is in that group.
Mm-hmm.
And we're treating it more like a community. Mm-hmm. And it's a place where you can kind of vent or ask questions, which is what a challenge group's supposed to be anyways. But mm-hmm. This is like a land, like a fitness land where you can be yourself and make mistakes. And then I'm running challenge groups outside of those called Fit Rebels. It's kind of what Bree is doing. And then that creates a little bit more interest for people who may have fallen off the wagon, but I don't run the group inside the community.
Right.
So it's like a separate thing, so they don't feel like they're obligated. But anyways, the reason it's working is everyone in there is having so much fun, and I am actually enjoying this group instead of it feeling like an obligation or like a job, I guess. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's just a fun place to check in and like praise people and get excited and post fun content. And it's not like anything scheduled, but it kind of is, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And another thing that is working is I have, no matter what, invited 5 people to something every single day. And I mean, it's that simple.
Yep.
But honestly, just 5. I mean, if I can't do anything, it's 5. Mm-hmm. Yesterday it was 6 coach upgrades, but it's just making sure that I do that if I can't do anything else. And obviously ED and shake. And another thing that I think is insanely important with all of these groups that are going around right now is to only pay attention to the things that give you the vibes, because you know, we can get so caught up in so many different things. And if we aren't really focused on our goals, and if it doesn't apply to our goals, it's really important to be able to say, that's not for me right now.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Completely.
Okay.
I know we talked about that earlier too. But yeah.
That applies to new coaches too, because anybody that's coming in and they're getting invited to this group and that group, everyone needs to know that it's okay, that you don't have to participate in everything. Mm-hmm. But I also think some personalities jive with certain trainings. I think everyone just needs to know that you want to flow with the things that you think that you can become an expert on or make you excited.
Yep. I agree.
I hope you can hear.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yep. No, I agree. And I love all of that.
That really works. Sometimes it's hard to turn that button off. So that's what I wanted to say that, because, you know, it's just really, it's really helpful, and it's really helping me too.
Yeah. And just, you know, kind of like we talked about too, keeping those blinders on sometimes about what you need personally and what your team is going to benefit from, you know, and what your new coaches are going to benefit from, or what your challengers are going to benefit from. Like, you're the one that knows your people, you know, and there are a lot of groups and opportunities and trainings and things like that I'm aware of, but I don't necessarily even put in Delta Fire because of things that, you know, everybody on the team has told me in the past. Like, I don't want more groups. I don't want, you know, more things that I have to be a part of. I'm like, okay, so I'm only going to share it, you know, with the team if I think it's like ridiculously beneficial, you know? So, and I think everybody's got to kind of be like that for their own little teams, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah. It's just really important to focus on being authentic and being able to say no and saying yes when you feel good about something, and, you know, just, you know, seeking out the things that are going to help you thrive and grow instead of wasting time.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's my 2 cents.
Hey, I'm with you. I was going to share just a little bit too about what's working for me. So this past month, and this kind of ties into the whole friending new people thing that I wanted to go through super fast. You heard us talking about, like, I had 26 SC points, which is crazy high for me personally, for August. And a big part of that was people that I had just met, was brand new friends. It was not anybody that I had talked to before at all. Like, the vast majority, I'd say 90% of those new customers of mine were brand new contacts. And so, you know, Suzanne was just talking earlier about it. At a minimum, get your invites in. I think also at a minimum, like, have a set minimum number for yourself for each kind of category of the vital behaviors, you know. So maybe all you can do is 3 to 5 new friend requests a day, or 2 to 3 new friend requests a day, like whatever it is for you. Maybe all you can do is 3 to 5, you know, new conversations a day. You know, different things like that. Your invite number, like, set a number for you individually that's going to work, that's realistic, and stick with it. And that consistency that you have is going to grow your network. It's going to grow your contact base. And then stick with messaging these people and building the relationships with people once they say accept your friend request, or once they are liking and commenting, you know, on your health and fitness related posts. You send them the thank you message, you know. That is honestly what got me so many points last month. And all of those people were new moms and veterinarians, the vast majority of them. I was really targeting my specific group of people and people that relate to me and that I can relate to them. And that's what worked. And now I've got this group that is by far and away the best challenge group I have ever had in my 4 years of coaching. And I think what's different about it is I attracted people to me that truly needed this in their life. And they needed it for their own health. They needed it for their own energy levels. They, you know, for all these reasons, like, they need this in their life. It wasn't like people that are just like me that, like, oh, I got to lose the last 10 pounds. Like, that's, I mean, okay, I don't want to sound bad. That is life-changing for some people. But for the vast majority of people, those last 10 pounds is not life-changing, you know? And this group of people that I have now, I'm talking life-changing weight loss that's going to happen and is already happening. You know, people that have dropped 10 pounds in the first week because their nutrition has changed and because they have a significant amount to lose. And it's made this group ridiculously fun and exciting. And just like you were saying, Suzanne, like, something that you really feel like you're a part of something really good and you're really helping these people. And anyway, so I guess the whole point of that is step out of your comfort zone and find new people. You know, don't keep going back to the same old people month after month after month. Keep them on your contact list, yes, but don't keep hitting them up every single month. You've got to be finding new people to reach out to, you know, and new people to friend and new people on Instagram to follow so that they're seeing your stuff. And joining Facebook groups, that's another big thing that has worked for me in August anyway, is I'm a part of this Facebook group. It's called Moms with a DVM, and which is your veterinary degree. Everybody thinks it's DMV. It's not. So like I've gotten to know people in that group, and when people would post something like anything related to weight loss, you know, I felt like I could jump in and say something, and that's where the vast majority of those new challengers came from. So I think Facebook groups, like interest groups, can be a really big deal if you do it right. And you get in there and you actually get involved. And that's a hard thing to do because it's just another group that you got to get involved with. But if you're truly building relationships with those people, it can turn into a really good thing. So that's what worked for me really well last month. And I already have a new one from that same group for this month too. So kind of cool. Okay, I want to jump in real quick. I'm going to share my screen, and I just want to go through, especially for the new coaches that watch this recording, just a couple ways to do friend requests and make part of your power hour super efficient. So let's see, how do I share my screen? Here we go. Okay, so can y'all see my screen? Holly, give me a thumbs up because I have you muted. Okay, good?
Yep, looks good.
Okay, cool. I'm going to mute you again. Okay, so on Facebook, a couple of ways to do this. I'm going to, hang on, get out of these messages real quick. Okay, so you can go to right here where you send friend requests, pull this down, and it will give you all these suggestions of people that you may know. Look at all those people right there that you already have mutual friends with, like in common with. So my thing, sometimes I'll go here and just do it by this route. And what I would do is look for somebody that's got, here we go, 20 mutual friends in common with me. That's a pretty darn significant number. So I look through, I see who her mutual friends are. I'm like, okay, those are all vet school people, like veterinary people. So I'll click on her profile super quick and make sure it's not like some, you know, other rep for another company or whatever. Anyway, and you know, if it's somebody that I think could be my type of person, I'll send her a friend request. As easy as that. And then, you know, I'll go back through, find somebody else. Here's another girl. I'm pretty sure that's a vet school person too. Yes, a veterinary type person. I can click on her profile real quick. If it's kind of posts that I think I relate with, you know, my type of person, I'll send her a friend request here. I'll add her. And then I just click the little back arrow and it brings me right back to where I was. You can go through that and friend request 10, 15, 20 people ridiculously fast. So that's one way to do it. And again, I just go down and I see the people that I have a lot of friends with. So this one, 29 mutual friends. 8's even a pretty good number, except that those are all Beachbody coaches. So I'm obviously not going to friend that girl because she's obviously friends with everybody on our team. You know, here's another one that has a lot of veterinary people as well. I could send her a friend request. 31 mutual friends. Again, a lot of veterinary people. I would send her a friend request. That kind of thing. Super fast, super easy. Another way you can do it is, say, go to one of your friends' profiles. And I'm honestly going to go to Suzanne's just because obviously I'm not going to friend all of Suzanne's friends because we're on the same team. But just as an example, you can go to Suzanne's page or just pick one of your friends. Say you want to pick a friend that is really similar to you, that you think could potentially have interest in coaching, or that you think would make a great coach, or somebody that you think would make a great challenger, right? And go to their friends list We have a ridiculous number of mutual friends. Suzanne and I do. So you would have to, well, let them all load and go down to where you're not in your mutual friends anymore, which is way down here. So maybe this wasn't a good idea to pick. You will get to where you don't have mutual friends anymore as you keep scrolling. And you'll basically do the same thing if I ever get there. I should have picked you, Holly. We wouldn't have had quite this many friends in common. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it'll be the same exact concept. You go through and find people that you have, 5 to 10 or even higher, mutual friends. Here we go. Here's some people. Okay, so this person, we've got a whole bunch of people in common from high school, from college, things like that. I would click on her page, look and see if she's somebody that I thought I kind of jived with, and if so, yes, I'd send her a friend request. Same thing with this person right here, except that we happen to have a lot of Beachbody friends in common, so I'm not going to do that. Here's another one, 71 mutual friends, all people from high school. So I would look at her page. She's a mom, she's got a family, things like that. Yes, I'm probably going to jive with her. I would send her a friend request. And you can go through and, pick 10 people or something and do that so fast. So anyway, those are a couple ways to go through and get new friends real quick. The other thing I wanted to show you was on Instagram. You can, and this is actually a tip from Bree on our team. She mentioned that she has this smoothie bar that she loves, and it's not cheap. So it's like smoothie bowls that are, I don't know, $7, $8 a bowl. So if somebody can afford an $8 smoothie bowl on a daily basis, they can afford Shakeology. They can replace that smoothie bowl with Shakeology. So she will actually search for locations of the name of that particular smoothie bar. So I'm going to do, I don't have a smoothie bar like that, but the Fresh Market, for example. The Fresh Market. You can search, look for the Fresh Market. Look at their followers, and you can start clicking on, actually, you know what I was supposed to do? I was supposed to search the hashtag Fresh Market. Whoops. Market. There we go. And look at those posts. And, okay, that's really kind of funny. So this girl here, she looks cute. She's got a big fat hot dog, but whatever. You could look through her page, and see if that was somebody that you potentially wanted to follow. She's not even in America, so obviously that's not a good example, but you get the gist, somebody that's posting about this lovely, healthy looking pizza, right? You could go to their page, see if there's somebody that you want to follow. This girl, you could go to her page, see if she's somebody you want to follow. Like, you can find people like that. You can do this for a whole lot of different locations. You can do this for different hashtags. You can do this for people that are already your friends on Facebook or your followers on Facebook. So I'm going to go to my followers. I'm going to go to, let's see here. I'm going to go to Sheena just because, oh, she's private. Hang on. Let's see. I'm going to go to, who am I going to go to? Anna's page. I'm already following her. I'm going to look at who follows Anna. And I can go through some of these people and, just see if they have a public account, see people that I might also want to follow, or request to follow them. This could be somebody, okay, she likes dogs, she's a volunteers fan, she likes the beach, got kids, like all this kind of stuff. I might want to pay attention to this person and get to know her, right? So I would follow her. So you can go through and find friends like this, find people to follow. This girl's obviously all about hair, right? If that was something that really jived with me, I could follow her. that kind of thing. So you can go through and find followers like that pretty easy. There's this girl that I think her account is amazing. London Had a Little Lamb, because she's super cute and so is her little kids. And, so you can look through some of her posts. You can look at her followers and go through and, just pick people and find, a couple people a day that you feel like you want to follow. So that to me is another just easy way to find people. Do the same thing with people that are liking your posts, right? So you go through and this girl commented on my stuff. So I want to see what she's got. Hey, she's all about wine. That's kind of cool. Maybe or maybe not I would want to follow her, right? Maybe I would want to look at her followers. Same thing. So you can just kind of go through and keep doing that kind of thing. So anyway, okay, that's about it. But I just wanted to go through that for new coaches, because I think those are some really easy ways to just go and find new friends and find people that are not in your close circle. You've got to get out of your comfort zone, out of your circle, out of your local people. For me, the vast majority of my customers are not local, and most of my coaches are not local. So I don't want, especially new coaches, to think that it has to be people that are where they are, because that is so not the case. So anyway, was that helpful to you guys? I'm going to unmute you, Holly.
Yeah, that was good, especially the Facebook part. I'd never even clicked that button.
You're kidding me. Really? Well, good.
That's not how I've usually gone about it. So
yeah.
You had a video a while back where you showed a completely different way of doing it.
Oh, really?
It's been a couple of years.
I've changed. Yeah. I have no idea how I was doing it a couple years ago. But yeah, that's what I do a lot now. And even from your phone, it's super easy, like literally laying in bed in the morning or at night. Y'all know I'm a night owl, and just boop, 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 going through and getting 10 done real quick, like super easy. And then the way that I do it, I know what else I wanted to show you guys really quick, because this is also working for me. Let me share my screen again. Google Streak. I know you all know that I used to talk about Teamsy like all the time. Well, Google Streak is my new thing. So here is Streak. You've got these pipelines, and it's just linked to your Gmail account. It's free. You have pipelines. I've got one for current challengers, free groups, Instagram, social leads, working coaches. So for example, my social leads, and I can add in a how-to video of how to set this up, because it's so easy to set up. And like the video, Andrea Crowder did a video. It's like 12 minutes long or something. So easy to set this up. So this is like my old spreadsheet that I used to have. This has replaced it. So I have a whole category for new friends. I have a category for people that I've sent the thank you for your support message and the date. Have a category for people that I'm building a relationship with and the date that I last talked to them, and just the little notes. People that I've actually talked about Beachbody with, people that I've invited, people that I've sent, like more detailed information, sent an order link, followed up with them, enrolled them, whether it was a coach enroll, a challenge pack, whatever. I just started this in August. So this is only a month old, really. It was so easy to set up. It's super easy on your phone to do, and to add people to. And so what I'm doing is, as you're friending these new people, specifically for Facebook on this funnel of mine, but I have a separate one for Instagram. As they accept my friend request, I go through, and how on your messenger, if you pull up your messenger, it'll say like new contact or something. Here it is. I don't know if you can't see that, but anyway, there's a person that says new, and it says you're now connected on Messenger. So I'll just scroll through at the end of the day, and any new people that I have on there are ones that I know that they've accepted my friend request, and I add them into my Google Streak under new friend. And I wait, 12 to 24 hours, whatever. I wait until the next day to actually send them the new friend message, which is, mine is basically like, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. I know we have a bunch of mutual friends in common, but we don't, you know, personally know each other. And then I just tell them a little bit about me. That's it. So I send that the very next day. Usually, I'm obviously behind. A lot of them don't respond. Some of them do. And the ones that do respond tend to be really positive responses and, you know, kind of like, hey, that's awesome. You know, I love that you're trying to inspire everybody on Facebook and make it a positive, motivational place and, you know, support women and like all this kind of stuff. And, you know, and they'll say like, I look forward to following along or whatever. And the ones that do respond, I move them to the building relationship category, because then those are people that I'm going to pay attention to and start looking at their page and liking their stuff and commenting and all of that. So that's the way that I do it. Same thing with the support message. When I'm sending people that have been liking my stuff, that thank you for your support message, the ones that respond positively, I'm moving them to this building relationship category. Or if they automatically start talking about health and fitness stuff, I'll move them down to talked about Beachbody or whatever and kind of follow it with people that way. So that has been extremely useful for me. Well, I'm not even going to go through all those. I can do a whole other thing on Streak if we want to at some point in time. But it's really cool. So when I upload this video link, I'll put the little training like tutorial thing that I use to set this up. I'll put that in the comments as well, because it was Andrea Crowder, like I said, did it, and she's awesome. And it was really easy to do, super easy to do. So
the National Wake Up Call girl mentioned it this week.
Mm-hmm.
Placed all of her systems that she's tried over 4 years.
Yep. And I'm doing away with I still have that old big funnel spreadsheet, but I'm putting all my new people in Streak, all my new contacts. And then my goal is to go through that old spreadsheet that I have and, you know, touch base with those people again.
Okay.
You know, and transfer them into Streak. For me, it's easier to use, and I like the color coding. I like the layout. Like, it just works for me, you know?
Oh, I love color coding.
Yeah. And the other one, like, if it's just in a spreadsheet, it's like, it's really hard to find who to go back to and talk to again, you know? I didn't have an easy way to sort through that. And this, I feel like at least I can look at a specific category, look at the date that I last talked to these people, and, you know,
Right.
For my mind, it works better. It makes more sense. So, and it's free. I mean, there are paid versions, but honestly, I don't think you need it. I mean, I don't have the paid version. I still have the free version. So, yeah. So anyway, that's it. That's all I really wanted to talk about. But do you have any other insight things, whatever, before we hop off?
When you mentioned Clean Week, is that in the My Challenge Tracker?
I think it will. Well, I mean, I think you'd be able to do whatever you want with it.
Okay. When you said they had a guide of what to post and everything, I just figured it was probably in a post library on the My Challenge Tracker. But
And I'm sure it will be. But you can always take those guides and put them in your Facebook group too.
That's
whichever you want to do.
okay.
So another thing on that note that's worked for me this month with this 25-minute challenge group that I have, which is my big one I was talking about earlier, I decided to do a Facebook group and a My Challenge Tracker group all at the same time. And so I have them running, like, they're both running, and they both have the same content. And some people prefer the tracker and some people prefer Facebook. And that way it kind of gives them the option, you know, and I just check into both of them every day. And it's working really well. So, because I feel like if I just had one or the other, I would be kind of missing out on what some people wanted, you know, or what some people find more helpful for them. You know, I have some people that specifically like only post in the tracker, some that only do Facebook, and some that do both. So
Okay.
that's working for me right now. And it's the same exact content, so it's not really any more work.
Okay.
But to each his own on that. Do whatever you feel like is working with you, you know?
Right.
But alrighty. Well, it's been almost an hour for our first roundtable. Did you like that format, kind of, instead of just like a guest speaker? Or
Yeah, I did.
okay. And everybody that watches this, that watches the recording, give me feedback on it too, because I want to know what everybody thinks on, you know, just opinions from everybody on the team. So cool. Well, thanks for hopping on, Holly and Suzanne, and everybody that watches the recording. I will get it up and get it posted as soon as I can. I'm going to get some work done, so hopefully it'll be tonight. And we will all chat soon.
All right.
All right.